John, before we talk about this Saturday's game up at Arbroath, quick reflection on our last game, which I think was Morton away. Good to see us get the win in difficult circumstances and, if you like, grind out the result.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, we're known for being this free-flowing football team, but on a particular day, going to Greenock, looking at the pitch from video and thinking that it wouldn't be a pitch that would be conducive to playing passing football, we went down a different route, a different way to play, and the main thing was to come away with 3 points after the disappointing defeat in the Derby game. So to bounce back away from home on a grass pitch, 1-0, good goal that Ian Davison scored, great out ball in by Dan Armstrong. So we set up differently, and as I say, repeat myself there, to come back with 3 points was the be all and end all. Bouncing back from the defeat, we're just looking for consistency now, but then every team in the league is looking for consistency. It's a difficult league to get consistency. However, our opponents Arbroath are unbeaten in 6 and are going through their most consistent period, and we respect that. We know they're at their best right now, so we know we need to be ready for that.
And like ourselves, our opponents this weekend, Arbroath, they've made some shrewd moves in the loan window, the transfer window, to bolster their numbers and improve their quality. It's not going to be an easy game.
No, not at all. Jack Hamilton, on loan from Livingston, he was out on loan at East Fife in the first part of the season. He did really well there. He went back and he actually played in the first team at Livingston, and now he's gone out there and. Having watched him last week, he did very well for them, and so he'll need to be watched. Lad Williamson for Rangers in midfield has done really well for them since coming in. He looks a good prospect as well. So no, they've picked up a few players and bolstered their squad, and Dick's always doing that. So he's got a very good record at doing that. So yeah, it all kind of goes for a good game.
Looking to ourselves, we've recruited in the window, and with Ian Davison coming back into the team and Cal Benedictus fit again, Fernandi Mendy playing well over at Greenock there, it gives you a pleasant dilemma in all departments of who to pick. Yeah,
and I'm pleased about that, because it's not just for the short term. We've got to think to the last kick of the ball in the entire season, and unfortunately we do have a record of having injuries. We just can't get away from having injuries, so we always have injuries, and so we need to cater for that. We can't do it all the time, but seeing that we're in a good position and trying to make the most of the situation that we find ourselves in, it's good that the directors have helped bring players in, by producing the finance to do that, and all the fans for all the money that they put in, and the fans fund, the supporters fund, and the money that's been put into the club from probably more wealthier fans, supporters that they're deep into their pockets. We thank them all very much for everything that they've done for us, and so we've put a strong squad together for the run into the end of the season now. 13 games, 7 at home, 6 away. After Arbroath on Saturday, we'll have obviously 7 at home and 5 away, so that's a good situation to be in. Only 5 away games after Saturday, and a difficult place to go, Arbroath. Everyone knows that. Only, to my recollection, I might be wrong, but only Hearts and Alloa have won there this season, and I actually witnessed the Alloa game. So it can be done, but there's no one plays Arbroath's pitch better than Arbroath, especially if it's a windy day. They know how to play the pitch, they know how to play the conditions, and we have to be prepared for that, because there is no doubt, February, you can almost predict that there'll be a strong wind at Arbroath, and that will influence the game. It doesn't necessarily decide the game, but generally the wind is going right down the pitch, and it becomes a game of 2 halves, and so we've got to be prepared for that. We've got to be ready for that, and I'm sure, as I say, there's no one plays that pitch better than Arbroath.
And without obsessing on the weather and the conditions, you'll have made your preparations, and you'll be aware of what to expect. Even though it's not our home ground, you'll know what's going to come to you at Gayfield.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Yeah. Arbroath have no changed. They haven't changed. They're the same back four. When they were in League One, Darren Jimison was the goalkeeper, so they brought in Gaston, and he's been playing the last 2 years now. This is the second year. But the back four, Thompson, Little, O'Brien, Hamilton, they're there week in, week out, for as long as I can Since we've come back, since myself and Paul Smith have came back here, that's our back four, and that plays 9 times out of 10. Dick would prefer to play 4-4-2. He's playing 4-4-2 right now. He's quite content against the wind to go 4-5-1. So we know exactly what we're going to be up against. There will be a battle for second balls, and the ball will go wide and it'll go into our box, and we'll need to battle. We'll need to be ready and prepared for that. And we need to take advantage when we've got the ball. So yeah, we know exactly what to expect. They've no changed, but I have the greatest respect for them, and they've done exceptionally well, and they're going through their best period. So that tells everyone that to come back for there with 3 points will be a massive achievement.
And finally, you talked there about the longevity of Arbroath's back four. How important was it for you to get the likes of Ross Matthews on an extended deal alongside Dylan Tate and all the other players that are signed up to beyond the end of this season?
Yeah, well, that is very important. We are not just doing signing players for the short term. We are looking longer term, and I'm delighted to get Ross. Ross is a good professional. He's perfect for younger players to look up to, and he's still at a young age. He's got a lot of football in front of him, and we expect him to be here the next 3 years and beyond. And I'm certainly looking forward to working with Ross. I think he's got better in the last 2 years, and I think there's still improvement in him. So his game's changed slightly, but he still has the same determination and will to win and desire and hunger to go and win second balls, which will always be a big part of it, the game. And it was a big part of Ross's game, timing his run into the box to get goals, going box to box. But he's now a little bit more cultured, and he'll take the ball, he'll pass the ball more, and he'll look for the passes more. And we're still looking for him to get better and better. Yeah, we've Jimmy McDonald's here for another year, Regan Tumley's here for another year, Kieran McDonald's here for another year, Kel Benedictus here for another year. We've signed Tom Lang from Clyde. So in midfield, Dylan Tate and Ross Matthews. So we still have a lot of work to do, but there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time with regards to getting other players in. There's a foundation there. There's a core to the team, and I would be hoping that 1 or 2 others will be signed up before we get towards the end of the season from within our own squad, and look to build for wherever we are next season.
Yeah. So important. Well, thanks, John. It's only been a week, it's only been 2 weeks since our last game, but it feels for me like 6 or 8 weeks. So I'm sure you're looking forward to get on with training tonight and the game at this weekend.
We've been going through a period of stop-start. We've had a hell of a lot of stop-start. So it's going to be busy. We've got a few midweek games. We've now got a couple of Friday night games coming up. Fans can see the games on the TV. So yeah, it's been stop-start, but hopefully now to the end of the season it will just be one after another, and then we'll hopefully continue in good form.
Great. Well, thanks for that, John, and good luck.
Thank you.